Those parts of thee that the world's eye doth view want nothing that the thought of hearts can mend. All tongues, the voice of souls, give thee that due uttering bare truth, even so as foes commend. Thy outward thus with outward praise is crowned, but those same tongues that give thee so thine own, in other accents doth this praise confound, by seeing farther than the eye hath shown. They look into the beauty of thy mind, and that in guess they measure by thy deeds. Then churls their thoughts, although their eyes were kind, to thy fair flower add the rank smell of weeds. But why? Thy odour matcheth not thy show? The soil is this, that thou dost common grow. Sonnet 69 is weird. That one gave me a bunch of trouble. Yeah, the beginning of I couldn't get the beginning for, I must have tried that like 15 times. The beginning's weird, and then the middle's weird. It was kind of weird to wrap my head around when I wrote it all down, and then I started going through it line by line. I was kind of confused. To me, it seems like a real departure from what he was talking, because he's essentially saying that, I get it. Everyone, it's not just me that thinks you're beautiful on the outside. Everyone with eyes can see that. Everyone sees that, and everyone says that to you. They say how beautiful you are. That's but they also, they try to figure out who you are, and your deeds do not support your outward appearance, is what I'm getting out of it, which is kind of weird, because, where's that coming from, Shakespeare? He's saying that they look at you and then try to match, okay, maybe their first impression with you from a physical appearance standpoint. Maybe they're, oh, wow, look at that guy. That guy's really, really, good looking. But then, is he a dick? Is he an asshole? And I can only interpret from the end of it that, by thy deeds, the fair youth's deeds, although they thought you looked cool at first, they're going to start spreading rumors about you because you've done some unsavory shit, apparently. So yeah, very weird. And it's also kind of strangely distancing Shakespeare from the accountability of all that, because it's like, that's you too, man. You thought you wrote like 50 sonnets about how beautiful this guy is, and focused only on the superficial, focused only on the appearance. And multiple times as I was going through the earlier sonnets, I was thinking to myself, like, well, what the fuck, does the guy even know the guy? Do they have anything in common? Is there any substance to these feelings? Or is he just admiring something that's pretty? And so it's interesting, because I wonder, yeah, the sonnets are really interesting. If there was a subject, if there was something specifically that Shakespeare used as inspiration to write about, maybe there conceivably must have been a turning point where he gets disillusioned and he's like, wow, this guy's kind of a piece of shit. And if this sonnet is taken to be accurate, that it could conceivably be the kind of thing where it's like, okay, this guy's good looking. Everyone knows he's good looking. He gets every opportunity because of how good looking he is. But he takes advantage of that, and he, has no reason to try to develop moral fiber or any sort of good character, because you're just handed everything on a silver platter. So yeah, weird. But I guess that really jarred me in terms of trying, because usually I find that if I can connect to the through line in terms of what's Shakespeare trying to say and why does he feel this way, I find the language comes easier and it's easier to memorize. But this one, the words wouldn't come in the way that some of the earlier sonnets would. And I think it's just because, like, I can't, like, why? Shakespeare, what's going on? Why do you feel this way? So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, that was Sonnet 69. It's almost the end of January, so the last weekend of January, I'm going to do a piece from, I think Comedy of Errors is what I looked at. I'm trying to do them in quasi-chronological order, and that's one of the earlier ones. So that's a silly. That's I think the shortest Shakespeare. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the shortest by word count Shakespeare play. It's fluffy. It's silly. It's two sets of twins that get mixed up, and it's a bunch of hijinks. So there's some fun prose monologues in that I might look at. Um, so yeah, that'll be next week. Comedy of Errors. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday. Go Pats.